sobriety. It's like it's about getting over the hump. That's what it's about. I wasn't planning on driving at all. I checked the weather report and I had like a 6-hour window. My hours are like sleep patterns, which is so all over the show. But that don't matter. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. So it's 8:30 in the evening. Checked the weather and I didn't bother, and I was like, I had better, and I was planning on walking the 10 or 11 kilometers to the warehouse and pack something that's pretty easy and to pack, and then last night, throughout the morning, pulled an all-nighter, and that stuff's sitting back at the ranch. I was planning on doing the get over the hump and walk the 11 k's there and the 11 k's back, and it turns out that I walked outside and shit, it's not exactly the greatest of weather, and so I figure, alright, I've only got a window of like 6 hours, which I can do it, sort of thing. I've done it many times, walk there and back, but usually that's on a deer size. And so then events changed. when you're sober, kind of events seem to change quite quickly. It's very strange. Like good things and shit happen. Anyways, the chap that lives near me, he says, he's got this bicycle, and can you deal with it? And I'm like, yeah, alright. I was like, I hummed and I don't want the problem, but I know a chap that knows how to do all that stuff with the registrations and all that sort of stuff, so I think I'll hand it over to him. I think he'll be rapt to have an extra one in his arsenal. And then so I'm driving along, so I did not plan to drive whatsoever. I got geared up, got my walking shoes on, and I plan to I really plan to just walk all the way, and once again, because I feel fit enough and strong enough. I've eaten enough food to I ate all that meal, I couldn't believe it, that I got from Sukiya, and first thing this morning, but then I made it to about 2 o'clock, and then boom, I was out, and woke up at like 7, I think it was. So the sleeping patterns are crazy, but that don't matter. So yeah, that changed the outcome of everything. So I was thinking of just going to get a jacket, like this light coat thing I've got, this camo gear, and then just walking all the way, and regardless. But the aspect of packing this thing and walking back with it, it's really light, but if I do get caught out in the rain, I don't want to destroy this thing. It's a real deal Edo period, 1603 to 1868 Yari spear cover saya, and I've had it for ages, and I pointed to it, I alluded to it. I said, I can't believe I haven't sold that. I checked to see on my eBay. It turns out it wasn't even listed on my eBay. It was listed on my Etsy. And so a chap in Germany, he must have been watching the video that I was doing on the shamisens, the parts and things. And that was all the work I did throughout the night by packing that stuff. And he's like, boom, I get back first thing in the morning this morning to the ranch, and I get this notification that was sold, and it was like just so out of the blue. So there you go. And the chap that wanted the parts, he actually wanted a different shamisen, but I had to sell that domestically due to legalities of componentry. I've never said that word. Is it components, maybe? Not componentry. Wow. See what happens? Anyways, I was driving along, and one of the other chaps that lives in the area, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? I went, hey, mate. And I said, oh, I've been sober for 4 days. He goes, really? Because you see in his balcony, there, just always there's just cans and cans and cans. You know, we sort of drink together every now and again, and go to the beach and have a beery poos, and he drinks that 9% strong stuff though. Don't drink that, whatever you do. I saw a bloke die on that shit. But anyways, this sober things, strange things happen for me. Good things happen. It's very, very strange. As soon as I get sober, it's like the gods decide, hey, we're going to help you now. Seriously, because this chap had actually purchased a shamisen off me, a really nice one, encased and all that, and just really good one. And so I was confident that he said, I don't want to lowball you and nothing. I said, oh, it's alright, that's a good deal, and it will force me to, because it was hard work putting all that stuff together, packing all that and whatever, and it was good for me to sort of to have to put in that work and all that, and sort of the sobriety aspect of it was pretty much just as important as the actual sale. And I'm like, man, I'm glad it's going to someone that really wants it, just like that lady that bought that shamisen off me at the market. Just how it occurred, just how the occurrence happened. She's actually a player, and that's quite, I think some of the gods out there actually like me. Some of them I don't really appreciate. Anyways, let's get this down. So yeah, on the morrow I'll take those boxes to the post office, and this particular thing I'm going to pick up now, I'll do that too. So then I've got a few other plans that just I need to get something major done every single day. That's pretty much the key element here, just to stay composed, busy. So it's gonna offshoot to something, but yeah, talk about the hump. I figured I'd check in on a chap. I don't know how they I don't know how they say their gang, something like that. I checked in on these guys in New Zealand. There's this bloke, and he said 100 weeks to lose weight, and this bloke from New Zealand, a Muri boy, he's a tunny fella. I mentioned him yesterday, maybe in my video, and I figured I've got to check in on that bloke. I haven't checked in on that guy. He doesn't know me from a bar. So hey, I spent 6 months in New Zealand. I like those chats. Now, there's that lotto booth. I'm going to get you. I'm going to go there and get my money someday, cash in on my lotto ticket. And so I figured, I've got to check in on that bloke. And he just got back from Hawaii. He's got so much of a following because he started his weight loss fitness journey at 257 kilos. That's a big boy. And he just got back from Hawaii. He's got like 152,000 subscribers now, so he's really got so much of a following. It's fantastic. And he went to this waterfall thing, and a bit of a laugh, this picture thing. Anyways, he's in this picture shot thing that they've got set up there. Anyways, he did a weigh-in, and he's gone down to, what is it, 170, just under 175 kilos. He's lost in 38 weeks. He's lost 82 kilos. I'm trying to do the math while I'm driving. He's lost 82 kilos. How's that? He's really going for it. And so great to see. And he said right at the end of the video, he goes, I've only got 75 kilo to go, like that. So he wants to get down 100 kilos, and which to me is a big boy, you know. And I wrote there, but all my most of my messages are just shadow banned anyway. I don't give a stuff. I'm better than those people anyway. Not that bloke, but the people that shadow ban people, you know. They get wearing their blue hair and nose rings or whatever, and they're all, you can't say that, you know. So I notice it's quite the contrast when there's a live stream and I can message, and people notice my message and they reciprocate things, and but when it's like just a normal message board, I think on mine you can see it, but a lot of others, you know, I can see it, but off case you can't. It's all that sort of shit. They're pulling so much bullshit. It's quite amazing. Anyways, yeah, messing with the lives of others because they don't have a life themselves, you know. Anyways, back to this bloke. Well done. I mean, you know, he's lost 82 kilos. He's going for it. I wrote, and just knowing that no one's ever going to see it anyways, but and others have written the same stuff, like, mate, you've lost more than me. You know? So I wrote, that's 1 me plus 10 kilos. It's serious. He's lost 1 me plus 10 kilos. Oh, wow, you know, isn't that brilliant? That's just so brilliant. So good to see. And he's back at the gym, he's at the sauna, and he's traveling around and walking around, going to nature places, and you know, that is that's some serious dedication right there. And look at how much motivation is going on there with all those people that are sort of backing him. So great to see. Alright, back to my existence. Yeah, those are when I packed that stuff, and that's sitting in the Genkan, my mini Genkan entranceway. And on the morrow, I plan to take them to the post office and see freight those, and also EMS this other unit, and then I can start working on this other mission where I've got to buy these extra folders and then go through every single one of these receipts. There's hundreds of them, with all the garbage that I've had to buy, you know, gasoline and health care, and you got to go through all this bullshit, and electric bill and gas bill and water bill and any bullshit that I had to pay for, post office receipts or whatever, and go through all this bullshit, you know, so that the tax man can keep people poor. I'm poor as fuck, but I don't care, because, you know, just that's true, by the way. But you know, some asshole go, we want to know what. Let's hire another 8,700 IRS people and we'll arm them. Really? This is what we have to deal with. But fuck it, you know. Well, there you go. It would have been real nice to go for a nice walk today if it wasn't all cloudy and rainy and shit. So yeah, that's a mission that I want to polish off over the weekend, and then hopefully on Monday, if they don't spring some rando public holiday on me, see if I can get that nonsense, knock over that one. You always got to be prepared in this place, you know, you always got to be on top of all this bullshit, this red tape bullshit that you got to go through. Like I had to do that my number card and all this bullshit, then you wait for a month and then you go back to the ward office and do all this bullshit. There's always some bullshit you got to deal with, you know, it's just bullshit. It's all bullshit, right? You got all these assholes who got all this fucking wealth, and they're like, no, where do they get it from? Hey? Let's go buy some more houses around Europe. Where do they get the money from? And then there's this other mission I've got. Actually, I've got 3 missions that after, in conjunction with getting this tax thing sorted out. So that's sort of in the what's going to happen in the not too distant future. Yes. So let's talk about the hump again. For an alcoholic, or I presume for a drug addict too, or something like that. But see, after 3 days of not drinking, you get to a point where you're healthy enough to go, you know what, I feel well enough to drink again. When you, in the course of 3 days, sometimes you're just shaking and you're just fucked, you know, throwing up all over the place and just totally fucking fucked. But after 3 days, and when the stomach settles down and all that, you know, I'm a whole lot more functional than you know, a lot of people, granted. That's the time when you're like, you know what, fuck it, go and get some booze. But so the 4th day, to make it to the 4th day, which is being the 4th day, that's the hump. If you can get there, that's key. That's a key day, you know. Once you get there, you got a chance. Yeah, you know, you got to try to weather the storm of the triggering, you know, the shit that fucks you with life, you know. When people fuck you, or life fucks you, or just, yeah. And that's a very, very key element, a key day. Righto. Okay, let's get to the rice field of silence in a few minutes. Soon coming up to the rice field of contemplative silence. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, how about we take the screenshot? The rice field of contemplative silence. Oh, I should stop there. That's better. Strangely, it's already happened. Because I piled that meal into me with all that salad and stuff too. I ate the lot. I couldn't believe it. And I've actually got an appetite. I'm hungry again. I wasn't expecting that for at least a few more days. Haven't got a dime on me. I don't know, I've got like $3. Oh, god damn it, I've got $3, I think. Hang on, what have I got here? Whoa, I may very well have $4. I think I can go back to Sukiya, because the cheapest meal, Nami Gyudon, is $4. But it ain't all that bad, because I sold a couple of things just recently. Woo, there we go. Right, the rice field of contemplative silence. Let's do this. Phew. I like it here. Now, let's see if we can correlate how much dollars. See, I don't want to go to like the ATM machine, because if I do, I'll have to pay like a fee. So what we'll do there, oh, there's $1 right there. 100 yen. Oh, hang on, we've got a whole lot more here than I thought. Yeah. We got there's 190. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Awesome. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, we've got. This is looking good. Yeah. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $5. I can feed myself all day for that. Definitely until morning. So you got to pay a fee for whenever you use these bloody ATMs and bullshit. But if you go to the bank in the banking hours, you don't pay a fee. So I've got to be more constructively thoughtful of that sort of stuff. Fiscally, you know, not so stupid. Right. Oh, it's just... Oh. There's a rib cage situation. I can sort of feel it compressing a bit, but actually it doesn't feel that bad. Oh, that's why. Oh, nice. Imagine if you left your car there. I swear on all the gods I can name. Oh shit. I thought I got lucky then. Hang on, I think I am getting lucky. Ooh, look at this. The mini pocket, I put these eye drops. I think I stare at the computer too much. Oh, that's all. I think I can feel a 500 yen coin. Oh yes, because I just chucked this. I thought, oh, I just scanned myself by chucking these coins. See, it's the little things in life. Chucking these coins in the big pocket, but the mini pocket, I'm telling you, I just felt something. There's eye drops things right there, and oh yeah, I think that I am onto something here. Boom! There we go. I'm serious. I thought I wasn't going to be eating tonight. Just found that in my... That's fine, honey. I just found that in my big, small pockety thing. Excellent. Got $10. I'm serious. Yeah. I am going to eat well tonight. Oh look, leave the car keys there, leave your phone. Imagine if that was in some idiot people country. How about we collectively fix our fucking country, and then, you know, people might want to come, and tourism and all that shit. What? Why don't we just Viking all the other countries? Oh, okay. I swear I didn't know I had that $5 in my pocket. I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Because Sukiya was quite the distance from the ranch, and it was raining. But it's not raining now. Stranger things have happened. I swear, if it wasn't raining, I'd be well keen for that. But like, it's like a 6-hour walk or 2.5, about a 5-hour walk, something like that. Well keen for that. But that does not mean that I can't go, maybe do my circuit like an hour and a half, something like that, and do one of my circuits. So that'd be good. Just sort of keep occupied, and it's the night times that can get you. If you've got a bit of a problem with the drinky poos, sort of like night time. And here's 24/7 booze, right? And I've got $10 right now, you know. I could get a freaking... I don't get stuck into the whiskey. I can't drink gin. That's bloody awful. Stay away from that church. Made like so many thousands of erroneous errors, slight mistakes, missteps. But that sort of thing is possible. But or even a beer size. But no, I kind of really feeling it, you know. Just oh yes. Yesterday all my troubles seem so far away and all. Figured if I put in all that work to packing all that stuff, and yeah, the chap, I said, oh, I hope you watch the video. I was hoping you'll watch the video, and I went through the video because I'm trying to find the actual spots where I actually can prove that I was packing this stuff. And like, because I was there all night, it was really warm inside there, and I'd come out and then just awesome breeze, and so I found myself, like as I often do like now, just sort of babbling on, but most of the video was just sort of babble. Because I was having a good time, and babbling on, and not so much of well, there was no, it wasn't like it was the plan to show, oh, this is this and this is that. Yes, it was kind of, but there's not enough of that. Then there was so much more babble. Now if I had to just hopped to, I would have saved an hour and a half and got stuck in the word, you know. But whatever. So I found some sections there that I actually could show, and I screenshotted it and sent it to the chap, and I said, oh, this is at least to show that I actually really did pack this stuff, and it showed the time marker too, you know. It was like over an hour in or something like that. But I was honestly hoping that he would watch the video, at least, you know, just to sort of, I don't know, the journey of those particular items have some formulation of a history or something like that, or the continuation of its history, of their history. 7 of them. So yeah, you know, and then I was thinking, oh god, I hope he does find them, you know, all that work I put in. And so I figured, alright, what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to treat myself. Yes, I figured, alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm either going to go that way to, towards Mainohama, and go to the shop that sells Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Lotuses, as they're across the road or whatever. So I'll either go and buy a Lamborghini or go in the exact opposite direction, right, to this great big Aeon, is it Aeon? Great big department store. They're all over the place, I think. Anyway. No one's listening to this story. So I was kind of torn between going there and buying that Ferrari, sorry, the Lamborghini. I think this bloke don't run into my rig. So I was either, yeah, go and buy that Lamborghini, but I'm thinking it's got like those sunroof things that you can remove, and I'm thinking, I don't want that, I want a hard top, you know. So that kind of persuaded me to sort of just make the decision. It doesn't run into my rig. Oh look, you didn't stop and carjack my shit. Isn't that amazing? And so that was the deciding factor to decide to get on my mamachari. That's what they call them, they're like mother's bicycles type thing. And this guy looks a bit funny when he's on the mamachari, get some smirks. Anyways, and go and get a jar, wait for it, drum roll, of Vegemite. Yes. You don't get a whole lot. It's quite expensive really for what it is. I figure, yep, I deserve that. I broke free of the chains of that drink, man. I'm like, fuck, am I ever gonna get out of this? You know? So there you go. Yes. Hey, Lamborghini, Vegemite. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? So then, put some crackers, some butter, Boom. Yes. And then I realised, after pounding down 10 little crackers, which took me about 2 hours, I had pounded down so much of that gyudon, because right now I can't really eat much. I couldn't get any more in. There you go. How's that, eh? Well, could you call that a cheat day? Hey? Quite pleased with that. It's a present to self. A jar of Vegemite. I mean, who knows? Next time I might decide differently. I might go, alright. You know, or buy the Ferrari that they've got there. I don't know, I've never driven a Ferrari. So, next time it could be that. The Maserati's looking pretty good. All I need now, if a Maserati's say about 200 grand, I reckon all I need is about 199,100 to go, I reckon, and I could get myself a Maserati. Now, say, because it must be pretty expensive, say Lamborghini's 280,000, okay? That means all I need now is say 200 and, how's it work out? 78,100, something around that figure, and I'll get myself one. Right. Yeah, bummer I don't have any cat food left. Gave the rest away to Crowy and that other cat. So I drove by and there's a tiny little kitten just down there. There's a little orange one. In fact, back at the ranch, there's a couple of them sort of running around and living sort of in the vicinity. So every now and again, I'll chuck a little bit of whatever out there for them, as many do. It's either that or they're just gonna. This is a public road, so you have to fucking wear those stupid things. Stupid things until you need them. You know, it's either that or they're only going to tear your garbage bags apart and get at them anyways. Oh shit. But you don't want them in plague proportions either, I guess, because they end up in a catastrophe. But I asked the bloke that I saw him at the supermarket this morning, and he actually noticed me. He's, and I said, I told him about these cats that I noticed in the area. I said, he used to have the big evil one, right? That evil cat. And I said to him, hey, do you want another cat? Just quietly, I said to him, I'm sure I could entice them to show up at your place. He goes, he doesn't want another cat. So that's kind of a bit disappointing, because I'd really be honoured if I could get one to him. I'm sure I could, because there's a few around currently just like that one, but that one has a very good chance, because in this area here there's plenty of creatures that they can hunt, so they've got a real good chance around here. But yeah, I'm not going to feed them every day kind of thing, because I don't know, someone will probably poison them, or just give them sort of some throwaways. Oh, there's the big boss's truck. I better go and say hello to him. I haven't seen him for frickin' ages, and tell him that I'll pay the fucking rent. Let's go find a spot to. Let's go find a spot to park. That's the spot where I found those. What the fuck? Shit. What's it? It's too late to go and get the money for the rent. That's a fact. Just have to tell them now. I've got the potatoes now. Thanks to those dudes that give a shit about me. Alright, let's go do this. Oh, that's cool, that, isn't it? I haven't seen him in 2.5 months because I was kind of indisposed. Yep, and they're all in their ballroom dancing. Yeah, I swear that bloke's a freaking samurai. Yeah, they've got a, it's like a young instructor or something in there. He's all decked out in his ballroom dancing gear. You wouldn't expect in there, once walking through this, that there's a real deal polished floor ballroom dancing basho in there. If you check out, oh, here's a good plug. If you check out here's a very good plug, my Etsy store, Kimono Sans, Kimono Sans. You'll see these, that's actually, they put them up to obscure the powder room. But looks all rough, but back in the day it would have been really cool. You'll find some Nobori flags. Now, you'll find that I went in there, I go in there every now and again to lay them out, because that's the cleanest spot around here. They're cool about it. And you'll be able to see, you know, to hear them doing their thing. I didn't know I thought they, I was about to say some word, since they've got together, what's that word? I thought it was Tuesday nights and Tuesday nights only, whether they've changed it or whatever, I don't know. But, no, it's great to see you. I said to him, I've been working nights. I haven't done many nights, but I have been working nights, and a few more too, like throughout, not just every day throughout the 2.5 months that I was indisposed. I actually did come here and do some night work too, but I said, oh, it's after 9. So the ATM's closed. He said, no worries. He said, what about? He said, oh, today's Thursday, right? So he goes, Isogashi, Getsuyobi Isogashi, which is Monday. And he goes, Kayobi. Kayobi means Tuesday. He said, I said, okay. He said, but not nighttime. I go, yeah, I know. So that's cool. So I'll be able to pay the rent on Tuesday. He goes, no worries, that's cool. That bloke's a freaking samurai, man. It took me so long to get back to get in front of the rent, you know. Fucking hell. Just after all that clown world happened, and then all the world went to shit. And then it went real bad. I tried each time to pay an extra $100 and sort of to catch up, you know. And I finally caught up. I haven't, as I say, I haven't seen him in months, and he's like, you know, the guy's a freaking, the guy. He ain't short of a dime. I don't think the crumbs that I owe. Worry him too much, but you know, honour is honour. Let's see if we can fall down there. Oh, get run over by that guy. I swear to you, it happened a couple of times actually. I came here and my torch, one time I forgot the phone, because it's got a light on it, right? Which I just sorted that out. And one time the torch battery failed and I couldn't get in it, and I actually walked both those times, like 11 k's here, 11 k's back. Doll! And let's just strike that up as exercise. Yeah. Beautiful. It's a real deal. Struck that on a harder area there, so it wasn't a perfect strike. Yeah. There you go. Now, how's that contraption I made up? That's not. Hey, beat that, Hadron Collider. Just realised that my tape to keep all those screws is better do that. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh. I'll sort that out some other time. I figured I'd take some quick evasive action just then. I usually park just here. One time when I was parked here, I was sort of out a bit, and I was doing fine, and this bloke sort of sideswiped me slightly accidentally. Sort of put a few scratches, but it didn't really matter. So I figured I'd better get out there. I parked in a different spot, so I figured you won't be able to see me, so I better get out there and move my rig very quickly. Yeah, nice bloke. I wasn't too bothered. I mean, it's not like, see, I had my tyres sort of out a little bit, and it banged in this and sort of scratched the door a little bit, but he's a nice bloke. I didn't sort of mind too much. It's not like the end of the world. And I was just worried that maybe the front end, maybe it hit my tyre or something and dinged up the tyre rods or something, but she was all sweet, so I was like, eh. Wasn't too worried at all. But that was definitely wise, because I'm pretty sure that would have ended up in doll. Yes. Like that bloke was riding a bike. God, when he slammed into that concrete truck. Oh, fuck. I don't think I'm going to forget that one in a while. Real deal. Okay, let's continue that. There you go. Took me under 10 minutes to pack the thing. I reckon I could have easily carried this thing back. Back to the ranch. Okay, gotta fill out the paperwork and all that. But actually, that's an electronic thing you gotta do. Is that rain? So that reminds me, I'll take this to remind myself to get some more tape. And that was pretty much that. I swear I'm gonna list this at some stage. Got to. That is right. Come on. Get that. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Look my way. Take it easy when you go. So much for going on. So much for going on a frickin' walk. I wanted to at least do my circuit tonight, but that's not going to happen, is it? I don't know. I've always got something I can do. It all depends upon if I can have a window of opportunity, like an hour and a half, I reckon. I believe. Situation's looking pretty grim. 90% there, then it peters off for a couple of hours, possibly. Like last night it was a half hour off, and it was going to turn into a disaster, but alright. Okay, that'll be that. Driving tips by ABAREBUGYO. So when it's all getting a bit on the roughy poo side, so the other night this happened where I was going up and said, alright, let's get that in first, and so you start to slip, your rear wheel starts to slip and all. A lot of people I notice are inexperienced types, they gun it more. But what you got to do, and you can feather that. Alright, this is a manual here, so feather a clutch if you need to, but you actually back off so you can not completely, so you can get traction, right? Instead of putting more power on, then you get more spinny poos. It's happened a lot to chaps down there that have gotten stuck many a time. I never have, because I just, even in, well, I keep it in two-wheel drive for the most part, right? Unless I've got a load or whatever. But you actually back off so you can get traction. But the advantage with manuals, which real men drive a manual, if you got an automatic, then just don't even try to communicate with me. And this is where I saw this great big wild boar, man. He's right in front of me, huge bloody thing, and then he decided to go in there and just like crash through all of this shit. So yeah, you back off so you can get traction. Same as if you're like going downhill and it's icy and then you start slipping and shit. You feather, you pump your brake, you know. And so what it does is stop, start, and then you get traction. And I was in Saga, on the way to Saga, going over the mountain, and there was a couple of cars down the bottom of the hill. A couple of cars down the bottom of the hill, and they had actually crashed. Slid all the way down the bottom of the hill and crashed. And at that time I had a two-wheel drive, and one of these rigs, but it was two-wheel drive, Mitsubishi it was, and they're pretty skinny tyres too in comparison to the rigs that were on at the bottom of the hill. And I started to slip, and I just instinctually went for the pumping brake technique, and fared well. You know, didn't slam in anything on the bottom. Yeah, there you go, slamming into a bottom. Isn't that what they teach at primary schools now? Back to the range. On the way, I am going to Sukiya again and max value. I'm going to get another big meal. In fact, that would work out to be due to, what is it, like 10 o'clock or something now? 2 big meals in one day, so definitely I'm getting my appetite back. I'm gonna do that. 2 big meals in one day. Appetite is coming back. That is a very good sign. Yeah, I really wanted to walk here, even bring the iPod. I was thinking about bringing the tablet along so that I could just read my books, but it gets a bit dark around here to do so. There's an area where I follow, there's this rubber kind of corrugated kind of track thing that goes for many kilometres, and it's sort of like a good thing for visuals, and I keep it in my peripheral and just walk and read at the same time. It's really cool, those online books and free online books from the Gutenberg project. And that's what I planned on doing, but turns out that, you know, all I had to do was less than 10 minutes work just packing that one thing. Let's go down here to the rice field of contemplation. Someone's gone bonk and hit that years ago. I like to get out and enjoy the rice field of contemplation. So I hit that frog and keep him alive, and he's gonna live. He's got another day to live. Oh, there's another one. Oh shit! Don't hit the frogs. Hang on, gonna have to flick off here, see if I can navigate the frogs. Starting to get a bit froggy here. There we go. He's alive, he stays alive. You can't save them all. You can't. Alright, I think we're pretty much frog free, possibly. You can't save them all. You know, I'm not the greatest of Buddhists in the world. I'm not even a practicing Buddhist, but maybe I am a practicing Buddhist, just the way I do shit. Yeah, the frogs like to come out on the road from the rice fields when it's in a bit of a downpour. Oh, getting a bit fogged up here. Yeah, all I had to do was go there, right, which would be sort of a, I don't know, it's like a 5-hour walking trip or some shit, and do less than 10 minutes of packing. Oh. Alright, we're past the rice field now, so we can kick it up a bit. Right, back to the ranch, and we will head to, prior to that, we're heading to Sukiya. Yes. Right, Suki. There we go. Now this time I'm not going to forget let's go. The shoyu. The shoyu sachet. Better check that fucking mail. It wasn't a figment of my imagination. I found that $5 in the small pocket. How'd that get in there? Alright then. Okay. Oh. I'll show you how to use this computerized system. That means cool. Comes from the uni. Alright, so it's got that nonsense language where you hit it and then you've got the master language and some whatever language and whatever. Oh, so English, Chinese, Korean, Nyongo. And touch to order. Just the normal standard udon, 400 yen, that's it. We want specialty customized. We want extra broth, extra onions, confirm on that one. Add that to the list. Only 400 yen, and you get this awesome meal. This computer bullshit. Right, now over here. Hello. Konbanwa. Chunk your dough in these things. Alright, there we go. Hit that bullshit there. Cocky. And over here, shoyu no hitotsu no mono. Shoyu. Hi, hitotsu no onegaishimasu. Shoyu is I don't know how to say sachet or whatever. I like this stuff here. Hi, hitotsu. This is shoyu. This means soy sauce. Now, right here, you get your chopsticky things, and I like these spicy things which are yummo. Yes. If you sit in, you get all kinds of this sort of stuff, all kinds of yummo stuff, and that's that stuff I just got there. So there you go. That's what you do at Sukiya. Oh, can't forget Ultra. I'm going to get a free glass of Ultra. If you sit in, you can drink as much of this Ultra. It's the brown stuff. Oh, it's delicious. Especially when it's really warm. You come in and you... Hitotsu Ultra onegaishimasu. Ultra, Hitotsu means one Ultra. Arigato. This is Ultra, which is tea. Here we go. Boom. Arigato. There we go. So if you sat in and they, I don't know if you use that computery thing just for takeouts, or is it like just the whole deal or whatever? I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Fucking computers. Here I am holding one. Right, now what I'm going to do now, sudaku, that means soupy, right? So I prefer it that way. Now, shit. Fucking, I can jump puddles. Now, I think that was some kind of English novel or something. I don't know. No one cares. Right, security system. Oh shit, all my stuff's still here. Right then. Now what we're going to do is complement that with a bunch of salads. Oh, there's one of those lotto joints if it was open. Too late for that though. Now we'll check out it. So that was only 400 yen. Alright, you do the math. You get yourself a decent meal for just that. Now I'm going to go and get another salady thing. Got plenty of drip coffee back at the ranch. Oh, that's just 400 yen. We'll figure that out. I'd say about $3.50. Let's see. 400 yen to USD, $2.70. Shit, my calculation a bit off. $2.70, okay, and you get yourself a freaking enough to keep you alive for a day. Yeah. So there you go. Food in Japan. If you know where to go, you'll be fine. Now what I like to do is, if they've got what I want. I don't really have what I want. I don't have what they had last night. Which is all that extra salady stuff. Dog. Right then, so what do we got down here? Shit. shit. Look at the price of this shit. Alright, so that's too expensive. That's just silly. I don't want to pay $3. I pay more for... Nah. Alright, looks like we're not doing that then. So that'll have to do. But that's definitely enough to keep me going anyways for ages. Alright, but yeah, you could live on that. This is my actual second large meal of the day. That's a large meal for me. But just one of those, you could live on $2.70 a day. You know, you could say if you're rough guiding it, traveling around on a bicycle, right, and just sort of find temples along the way, bring a charger for your phony thing, for your maps. I'm just about to grab a kid. Ah, look at that security system. So you get all of that. It should definitely keep you going for a day, right? And if you rough guide it and just find out where all the Shinto shrines are around, and then you just go. Summertime, you take a mosquito net, pop that up. You can get these really cheap things that you can sleep under. It's a mosquito net. You don't need a blanket in freaking $10, sure. And you could have an awesome holiday. Live on $2.70 a day. Dudes do it, you know. Area local this time. Sometimes they block off the other entrance. But yeah, I'm serious. You could you find your sukiyas and matsuyas and stuff like that. You'll definitely get enough protein. Keep you going. Travel much of Japan just with a bicycle, and you have a wonderful time. The Shinto shrines, many of them are, you know, you just sort of sleep under the eaves or whatever, you'll be alright. You're tough enough to handle it, and you live on $2.70 a day. Life tips by ABAREBUGYO. Right? Say the time was again. In my local Yoko supermarket, we might have. They'll be open for another half hour, but they're kind of probably end up in the same deal. They're kind of a little bit expensive, to be honest. So this will just have to do me, and I'm happy enough with that. Oh, just realised I've got the biscuits with Vegemite waiting for me. Heaven must be there. Yeah, that's definitely enough for me. It's a bloody dark night though. But that overcast is turning it real dark. I mean, check this out. Alright, that one. Rock and roll. But nah, it really is dark. Right, we've got 3 Ks to get back to the ranch. And I'm quite disappointed that it rained tonight, because I really did want to go on a nice trudge. I don't want to, if I do go and just wear some light jackety thing, it'll be freaking awfully humid underneath it. But the main issue is I'll get my shoes wet and they're going to be all shit for tomorrow. So there you go, Matsuya, you find one of those joints. Matsuya, Yoshinoya, Sukiya, places like that. You get a good cheap meal, It'll keep you going all day. And with the 24/7 supermarkets, late at night often things are priced down, and if you can find the big mega Don Quixotes, or generally the Don Quixote for example, the one just up the road here is open till 3 in the morning. Now sadly the mega Don Quixote, I found out they're not open on Monday nights. I didn't know that, but what I'm trying to say is the big one there, they bring out these great big pizzas, and they knock down the price to about, I don't know, probably $4, and that you know, I couldn't eat an entire one in one sitting. Big boy restaurant. I've never eaten there, obviously. There's the Don Quixote up there. They you can find good deals there at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I think they're open till 3. And these things here are everywhere, right? But you pay a premium. Day 4. Talk about break those shackles. That's the real hump day. That's the one you gotta, if you can get to. If you can get over day 3, get deep into day 4. See that big building there? That's up there. That's Don Quixote. That's where you can get that's where you buy your rice from, for instance. You get a good deal. Your big bag of 10-20 kilo bag of rice, something like that. That'll keep you going. Look down in there. You search for these, right? Don Quixote. You search for those ones right there, and they'll keep you going. These places are often open 24/7. That's Yoshinoya. So you can get the teishoku there. That's cheap sort of meal. So basically, the idea is that's pretty much considered like what I just bought. That's considered Japanese junk food. Seriously, you know, it's rice, shaved American beef, and onions. That's considered junk food. Yeah. Fast food, junk food. You know, I could sort of, I'm sure there's a lot of Americans and English and Australians and whomever's could sort of refute that. Rice, beef and onions is junk food, is it? Come with me. I'll show you something different, you know. God, I swear to you, I haven't eaten McDonald's since like 2004 or something like that. Yeah, I swear to you, I haven't eaten McDonald's in nearly 20 years. I don't eat that shit. You know, if you said to him, hey, what's in the actual ingredients? We've got a chart downstairs, but yeah, but what's in it? You know, they won't tell you. Imagine to find out what they're actually feeding the animals, right? And you really boil it down and you get to the real, you know, the molecular level. Don't eat that shit. Alright, let's continue.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, but the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown. It's
one of those scenes out of Lethal Weapon, and they bashed into him again. So what I would do is boom into full drive low right there, hit reverse. There you go. I know how to do that. Nearly there at the ranch. And now it's decided it doesn't want to rain anymore. But I think we've only got a window of a few hours and it's going to come down again. So. What a wonderful evening it is. I've been up like 3 hours. Let's go down this one. Eventually, my sleeping patterns, I hope for Tuesday that it'll be, I won't be all drowsy and all fucked up kind of thing, because the bloke I was chatting with earlier, we're going to meet up. I'm gonna meet him there on Tuesday, and I was about to throw out a word with you at the same time. Man, all my words are gone. Yeah, meet there and pay the bloody rent, and that's good. So it doesn't take me too long to sort of patch up all the freaking issues when I can manage to be fucking sober. Oh, he's made it.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.